January 18th is the anniversary of Bloody Sunday. Well, of one of them anyway. Unfortunately, human history is rather littered with appalling events, not a few of them now carrying that name. But the one I'm thinking of happened in 1900. It was the first day of the Battle of Paardeberg in the Boer War. And the British Army took massive casualties, 1,100 men killed or wounded, 280 killed. It was the worst day for Imperial forces in the entire war. You might look at those numbers and say, this is a skirmish. These numbers are tiny by modern standards. There's nothing compared to British losses on the first day of the Battle of Loos in September 1915 in the First World War, where they had thousands killed. And then, of course, you had the first day of the Battle of the Somme the next year, where total Imperial force casualties were nearly 60,000 in just one day. They call this progress. But in fact, if people had been looking a little more carefully at the Battle of Paardeberg, they would have seen signs of where progress was taking us on the battlefield. In fact, there's a book, From Quebec to Pretoria, by Sergeant Hart McHarg, who was with the Canadians in the Boer War. And he talked about some of this stuff, this empty battlefield, because of superior rifling technology, better metallurgy, and also smokeless powder. For the first time, a rifleman didn't give away his position by firing a shot and having a cloud of black gut go up in the air. It was the further development of this technology that gave the defense such an advantage in the First World War, including new and better machine guns. And also, of course, the logistical ability to put more people in the field, to concentrate more men on a battle, meant that you had more casualties because there were more people together directing fire at one another. Now, at the same time, it's important to remember something about the Battle of Paardeberg. British and Canadian troops at this point had finally trapped a key Boer leader. The British did win the battle. It was a significant victory. The Battle of Loos was almost a victory. The British almost broke through the German lines on that horrendous first day. And the Battle of the Somme, as I argue in my documentary on World War I, actually was an Allied victory. The Germans took more casualties than the Allies in that battle. They were forced to withdraw to the Hindenburg Line. It saved the French positions at Verdun from the German onslaught, and it made the Germans gamble everything on submarine warfare, which brought the United States into the war and led to their defeat. But none of that should lead us to overlook the fact, we're so gee-whiz about technology and change and all that, that casualties on Bloody Sunday that seemed so shockingly huge would come to seem trifling given the accomplishments, if you want to call them that, of the 20th century. It's no reason to forget Bloody Sunday and the men who died there.